Hi guys. Ugh, I said I wasn't gonna do no more. Oh my god. I might need to call this bedroom confessions. I'm always in my bedroom. I'm gonna start switching to my location. But anyways, maybe I'll do it in Starbucks. Okay, so today is January the 6th. I literally have 13 more days to my birthday. If anybody got any suggestions of what I can do for my birthday, hit a sister up. Matter of fact, I probably won't celebrate on the 18th. I think I said this before. I kind of want to go out of town on the 19th. I'm supposed to be going on town with somebody. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, today first, I would like to say I would like to give honor to a wonderful woman who is in my life for 33 years of it. My aunt Bernice Dabney. She passed away in 2016 on this day. This is another one of those. This is gonna be a serious post. The holiday grief thing. Loved her to death. My great auntie was my other grandmama. I had several, but she was my other grandmama. Like, cause she was my grandmother's sister. She was our family cook. There was not a holiday that this woman did not throw down. I can remember being a child and sitting in her kitchen or watching her cook, and it was like magic. Oh my gosh, she took pride into her pancakes looking good and her double eggs being right and it just when you see her cook, it was like she was in her space and she cooked for our family every holiday, and this woman never ever disappointed. I remember one time she tried stuffed peppers, but that was a whole other thing. But she never disappointed. She fed us. She fed us spiritually. She fed us physically and mentally. My Aunt Bunny was the epitome of a up for real type of person. I don't know how she was when she was helping my grandma with my mom and them, but with us grandkids, she was the bomb. She was the bomb. She loved. She had best friends. They were best friends until they all passed away. I mean, one of the last ones, passed not too long ago, and that was, I think, it's two left now. But it's why it's just romantic, and probably where I get most of my little wit from too was my Aunt Bunny had to come back for everything. Oh my God! And her passing. Today's word is guilt. I think I talked about guilt before, but this is guilt. I felt bad because I was here and everybody else was there in the hospital with her. I really did. And my mom for the longest told me, Shay, it's okay, she know you loved her. But I should have been there. It would have made no difference. I just wanted to say bye. For her funeral, because my Aunt Bunny loved her fur coat. We all wore fur coats. I'm never gonna forget that. And people really, 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 really judged us. Oh, yeah, look at y'all. Hey, my grandmama raised 3 kids on her own because my grandfather passed. And to see my auntie and my mom and my other auntie, how successful they were as women, even though married, what my auntie Bay took care of my grandma, it pushes me forward. That's kind of one of those things that even in my grief, I found joy, you can say, because my great auntie adopted. She fostered a daughter that she later adopted. And she think Yasha came when she was 3. And from day one, she was my cousin. Still is. Even though I don't get to talk to her as much and she feels disconnected, she still is my cousin. I'm never, ever going to say she's not my cousin. I wish she was still closer to us like that. But, I give today this video for her. Now this is starting off on a good note. I didn't watch the R. Kelly thing yesterday. Sue me one day, probably today later, or probably tomorrow. I give my whole thought process on this. I keep falling asleep during it. Sorry. I don't know if it's because my sister get tired, but and today I went to church. And somebody asked me, if you know the truth, why do you go to church? Ooh, look at my makeup on my lip. Sorry, y'all. Tried a different lipstick. This said Queen Latifah. Got from Walgreens. I'm not too fond of it. I did drink some coffee today, but anyways, something that was, I go to church because you had to believe in something. Everybody believes in something about it. But something Bishop said today that sat with me. Um, we go through stages. The first stage is dissolution. That's when you feel lost. I think the second stage he said was, dang it, I didn't forget already. Shoot, I should have wrote it down. It's not restoration. It's okay. The first stage is when you feel lost. You feel like you're by yourself. You feel that there's no hope. And on this stage, and my friends that are psychologists can tell me if I'm wrong or not. There is times we all have felt like that. You cannot tell me there is anybody, even though they seem perfect 24/7, honey, that they have not gone through a time where they feel lost, where they feel like this is it, that they can't come up anymore. And everybody say, well, they nowhere else but from the top. I get so tired of hearing it. Sometimes this stuff, it gets played out. I mean, just be honest. It's played out. Then after that, you come in a moment where you start to restore. I think restoration was the next one. I'm gonna have to go back and see what he said, because it was good points, great points. He said I left my thing downstairs, isolation. Then comes isolation. So you got dissolution, then isolation. And isolation is when you realize that you need to take some me time. For me, I can say that was last year. Most of 2017 and 2018, I took the time for isolation. Because I needed to regroup me. I have only child syndrome. Who doesn't know it? And it's not because, and I'm not spoiled. I hate when people say that. I am so not spoiled. I'm blessed. That's my cover up, but that ain't even a cover up. I'm blessed because my parents want me to have what they couldn't have growing up. That is something my mom and daddy told me. Me and my parents keep it real, 100 with each other. And I made sure that I stayed on the straight and narrow as far as they're concerned. I became successful. That was my thing. But don't get some bumps and bruises on that road. But I decided to isolate myself because I was in a bad mind space. I'm not even gonna front. 2017, not only did my great auntie die, but my uncle died. And my uncle would tell anybody, especially as he used to tell me, is the reason why I have my dimples is because of him. On my daddy's side of him, my daddy's youngest brother, he was the grinning king. He could smile and light up a whole room. And so, of course, when I was born, my mama would say he used to come over there, like he used to just hold me and just smile. He liked it because I used to mimic his facial expressions. And so, henceforth, he swore up and down, these are because of him. I didn't think because I got high cheekbones. It's a family thing. So both sides of my family is like that. You know, whatever. My cousins got it too. It's like so regardless. When he died, even though we knew he was sick, I felt in a bad spot. Nobody knew it. I saw something yesterday, one of my friends posted. I don't know if it was Amber or Natasha, one of y'all posted. Depression is, I know who it was. Shoot, girl. Dang, I forget. Went to Central Week. Shoot, I forget. Thinking your name. I'm so sorry. But you posted, and I love that post. It literally said depression is not always sadness and loneliness and crying. Depression can also be masked with smiles and grins and laughter. I wouldn't say I was depressed. I did go talk to something. Now, last year I had a counselor. I talked to somebody, not a psychiatrist, a counselor. My homegirl. I talked to people that I knew that were educated on that spot. I was just grieving. It was just a serious grief. Because for me, I literally was going to go talk to him that week. Like I was going home that weekend just to go talk to him, and I feel like I missed it because what's so funny. My daddy told me don't come home. Wait till you come home for Thanksgiving. You don't have to come home early. This is my grandma and granddaddy. And he passed on my grandma's granddaddy anniversary. But And within that, I'm saying is that at that moment, I isolated myself. Not only that, because I started to see things and people, because no, it was 2016. In 2017, my grandmother passed. My mom's mom. I spoke on her a little bit earlier. And in that moment, my third eye opened. As a minister, Glenn, in Memphis, Tennessee, he posted something on Facebook. See, and your circle, people come in your life in the right seasons, and I had to reach out to him because literally nobody knew. I was at work. I was going about my friends. I was hanging it, but literally I would come home and I would be in hell. I was in hell because I had not gotten over my great auntie's death. I hadn't got over my uncle's death, and then my grandmama passed. So it's like, well, damn. Like, who else? They said having in threes. And I think I had a cousin that passed in between. After my uncle died, one of my cousins died, and then my grandma. So I thought that was a third, morbid, but it's true. And I was not a good place. Because at that moment, I started seeing people for who they really were. And when I tell y'all, honey, masks were taken off. I'm like, it's Sunday. I could curse anyway, but was revealed, honey. Truths about people, and yes, I said truths. Blame it on Memphis. Was horrible. And I say horrible in the sense because it shook me. It shook me so hard. I was lost. I died in the inside. I died in the inside when my grandmama died because I knew it was finna happen for some reason. A discussion me and her had. But I also died because these are people that I trusted. I started to trim my circle down in 2016. And I promise you, 3 of these people, I would lay my life down for. And I found out that they was full of it. That everything about them was centered around them and not our friendship. Meaning that the male that I was, talking to at the moment lied from day one. Lied. And the lies he told, he lied about something. He lied about his kids. Like, who does that? And somebody I consider a best friend lied. And I'm not going to put their business out there. And I found out about it. And when I found out about it, I was more hurt, but they didn't trust in me because we talked about everything to just leave me hanging. I get it's your personal business, but damn, like, bro, what am I going to do? I mean, dude, the fuck? Like, am I going to destroy what you got going on? No. Because that's what it felt like. People put a characteristic on me that's not there. Now, I'm not going to front. I'm mean because they come back and say, well, you don't like nobody. Nope, that's not the truth. It's not that I don't like nobody. It's that if I look at you and I smell bullshit, I'm going to keep you in the bullshit stir. Be like, hey, how you doing, girl? Yes. And then that's it. I'm just being real. That means I don't trust you. I will be nice around you, but you ain't gonna know what color drawers I got on. How about that? That's what I'm talking about. See how my face looks so much better today? Anyways, and then the third one happened towards the end of 2017 into 2018, which I spoke on before about how this person was going out there spreading rumors about me. The stuff that was, because she heard somebody else say it. Like, if we so cool and close, why you come to me? I can give you my opinions on why she did it. Honestly, the reason why she did it, I think, is high schoolish. But in that whole set, I knew then that moment in my life was, I felt it when my friend is a minister. Literally, my grandmama died February the 13th. And for some reason, he posted something. And on February the 20th something, it was after her funeral, it resonated so heavily with me. Resonated is my word. You can see I might get that tattooed on me. Resonated, reciprocity. Anyway, and I asked him about it. He said, we're all born with gifts. Everybody has a third. Woman's intuition, of course, we have that. But he said he said some of us that gift is a third eye. The third eye is seeing things beyond what it really is. Opening, you see past stuff that's seeing past the mask, pretty much. So, in that aspect, I realized that I couldn't trust nobody. So in my isolation, I lost trust. I didn't lose it completely. I just knew at that moment I needed to worry about me. I cannot believe nothing that comes out of everybody's mouth. I mean, I promise you, people would talk to me, you would think I believe what you would say. Honey, I was like, yeah. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, are you seriously thinking that I'm going to run with this? I'm going to let you think that. But yeah. Oh, and I got a pimple right there too. My homegirl was talking about pimple. But anyways, but I'm pulling all the bad stuff out. Anyways, and in that 2017, beginning of 2018 phrase, my heartache, my feeling of loss, of being lost, of lostness, that's not a word. I'll make a word. My feeling of being lied to, not having anybody in my corner, which I know I got people in my corner. Of course, now I do. I knew 2018 was gonna be my year in healing, and 2018 was my year of passivity, which goes to the next word he said was restoration. That's when you start to find peace. I had peace. 2018, the things that I went through in 2018 should have drove me even crazier than I am right now. I should have gave up on a lot, because I'm not even gonna front to you. When my grandmother died, yes, I had my parents. I thought I had nobody in my corner. Now I know, mind playing tricks on me. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, and with that, I thought about killing myself. I drove home for Thanksgiving last year, and I can tell you November, I was like, I can't do this. I'm alone. I am truly alone. That was 2017, not 2018. Sorry. Because it's like all the stuff that I had noticed was that third. It was just coming at me like it felt like somebody took Gatorade with ice cold water, some cayenne pepper, some apple cider vinegar, and a little acid, and just doused it on me. I felt like I'm gonna die. Like, what the hell is going on? Nobody knew it. Nobody knew what I was going through, because I purposely kept it to myself. I kept it to myself. Why? Because I did not want people to think I was crazy. I know I'm not crazy. I'm far from crazy. I'm normal. I can't be a perfectionist and feel this way. That's how I felt. So I was like, hold on, I'm a perfectionist. Everything in my life's going to go right. I purposely planned so that I don't have to deal with this kind of emotional issues. But swear to God, baby, I went through it. And yes, I'm in church. Yes, I was reading the Bible. Yes, I was praying. But when you allow negativity in, and when you get hit by a brick wall, and I was smacked several times from February up until I would say halfway through last year, I was smacked. I mean, thrown up against the wall, twisted up, cooked, baked, burned, you want to name it. I was put on a steak and served to the crows, honey. Yes, I was. But I decided, I kept reminding myself in 2018, be positive. Good things gonna come. Keep a positive mindset. Don't get too deep into your thoughts. Because 2017, I had to go talk to somebody. I did. I go talk to them. Yeah, I did. I went to a counselor, and I purposely picked one that was associated with a church. Because at the faith base, they tell you go somewhere to faith base. It's like the same faith as you or whatever. And I found that it had nothing to do with my faith. I had faith. I lost hope. And it's so fun. I know people don't believe this, but my mom said for the moment she was pregnant with me that she prayed for God's grace upon me. So my name centers around it. And I knew I had his grace, but I did not believe in myself healing from this. Yes, your overconfident female motivator had a moment of lostness. That's not a word. I keep trying to make that word. And in that moment where I was lost, I lost faith. I sure did. And in that losing faith, I gave up. I gave up on people. Not my close immediate family. I could say last year, I'm my only child. And I always knew, this is going to happen this way because this is the way it's always happened. Because my adjustment disorder, I didn't get Christmas presents like I used to. I didn't get any birthday presents last year. And I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I celebrating my birthday? Nobody else cares. I felt like that. I kind of still feel like that. Understand? Like the older you get, this shit ain't the same. For once, I want somebody to just surprise me. Never gonna happen. And I think I mentioned it before too. But anyways, and in my restoration, which was 2018, the beginning of 2018, the first thing I said when I found out this stuff I found out, and after talking to this lady, she said my issue was not that I was depending on people to do for me the way I did for them. She said I never put into myself the way I should. And I looked at her like, what you mean? Girl, I get my hair done, honey, I get my nails done. If I want to go to the gym, I go to the gym. I eat. I'm trying to understand. She said, no. She said, you know how much love you pour into everybody else? You make sure everybody else is okay. Everybody else is happy. What are you doing to make sure you're happy? I said, I am happy. She said, to what extent? And I thought, oh, yeah. I'm temporary happy. I wasn't complete with myself. I was looking for the completeness outside of me. Oh! I got complacent with the joy I got out of all my friends being successful. Because you happy, I'm happy. Yes, I remember my homegirl told me she was pregnant. Honey, that was my pregnancy too. I was so happy for her. But then I realized, you know what? I want a family. She has the most beautifulest family in the world. I want that. It's okay for me to want that and be sad that I don't have it. Because what I was doing was I was trying not to be sad about it. I was trying not to focus on the fact that I don't have a husband. I'm not dating nobody seriously. But instead, let me focus on that issue. Because I still found happiness in my sadness. I know that's backwards. Because I realized that I'm working on me so that I can be the right person towards somebody else. Somebody who's deserving of me. In an issue, whatever. Let me go back to the point, restoration. So 2018 was a year of positivity. And I tell you, baby, I've said this. I think I said this on every video. When you speak things into existence, honey, they come the power of the tongue. Let me tell you, I knew in December of 2017 that I was going to lose my job in 2018. They were going to lay me off. I was very much aware of that. So I got into the job hunting thing, and for 3 months, from February 28th up until April, I had no job. Nobody knew it. I went about my day as normal. My job became looking for a job. I say this to let people know, if you still looking for your career, looking for something, keep looking. Keep looking. Don't give up. Because what I did was, and when somebody said, you know what, you handling this very well, I was like, why not? I need to focus on making sure I got this. So I would wake up in the morning, and I was job hunting, and I wake up in the middle of the night. I was applying. I applied to everything, honey. It got to the point where if I needed to work 2 jobs, I was going to have to do it. Still had to be picky because certain jobs I can't work because of health reasons. But, and in that aspect, and I remember having this conversation with my mom, my little cousin, my homegirl, Brandy. I said, y'all don't worry. She said, what? And this had to been when I went home for Easter. I said, don't worry. I already know I'm good. I'm going to have a job by April 23rd. My mama said, Shay, I hope so because you got to think about where you going to move and da, 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 da. I said, oh, I'm going to have a job by April 23rd. I was like, and it's not going to be the final one, but it's going to be something to make sure that I'm okay. So which happened. Literally, and it's the position I didn't want, the job I didn't want, making the right amount of money to get my house, to get, you know, to make sure my car was everything was taken care of. I got hired on, and my start date was April 23rd. With that being said, that was part of my restoration. I found out that I needed to be positive. Now, something happened this year to put me back into that sadness. Of course, holiday grief. You know, I miss my family members that are not here with us right now. I'm just going to be honest with you. I do. I miss those great times. I miss that security, the stability. Everybody wants security and stability. This is not front. If you want to live an unstable life, then yeah, you like turmoil and despair, and you have fun with that. Just say live your best life, but you live that funny, but live your best life far away. Don't put them demons on me. And with that, I found peace. I did that. Positivity brought peace. And even when I felt at the beginning it was hard because I always feel like, even with my birthday, you know, I had plans. I thought I was going to go to Vegas. I still haven't been to Vegas. Me and somebody was supposed to go to Vegas. It didn't happen. I started to get sad until I said, you know what? What is will be. If it's meant to be, it shall be. Trust the process. Trust the process. Somewhere from October back to now, I forgot that that's what I need to focus on. Just trust the process. The process is not everybody's process. It's not going to be the same. Because you may not be where you think you should be, and everybody else is going where they are, and you wish that was you. Sister, brother, trust the process. It's okay. Because I used to tell all my friends had cars and I didn't have a car. I was like, well, you know, Mama, why I ain't got a car? My dad said, because I want you to get your own car. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Why? He was like, if it's yours, you going to take care of it, right? I'm like, I take care of it. It's yours. You paying the bill? He was like, you need to build your credit. And over how I got my first car. And what's so funny is that all my friends had cars. My first car was brand spanking new. Hadn't even came out yet. And I was like, oh, so that is true. You know, I kept hearing ministers and people I know around me. Don't worry, when it happened to you, it's going to happen big and it's going to be beyond what you thought it was going to be. And I had a brand new car after that. I had another new car. It was like, okay, you know what? I need to stop wishing that could happen to me and just wait till it happens. Still struggling with that in some aspect and some terms. But so I would say with day 6 of 2019, 13 days of my birthday, guilt and trust the process. Those are my 2 thoughts. Those are my 2 issues. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't, please do. Your girl needs some likes. Share. Pretty please. Pretty please. I do want to say that after my birthday, the channel is going to be morphed into something else. One thing I did find out is that and I was telling somebody, or two people I know, the issue we have is that we don't have a platform for people that's after college. No, I want to say that 30 to 45, 48, whatever you want to say. They have help for the teenagers. They got help for the college students. And if you're elderly, you get social case workers. They get to talk at after school daycare. But what about the issues that hit us when we grown as adults? When we're in that midlife space, we don't have nothing. This venue for me is to, one, talk it out. I hope that somebody is listening to me, that somebody's taking this and using it and is motivating you to come to terms with what's going on with your life. I pray that this was happening. Baby, start that business. Step out on faith. Church related. Take that step. If you don't believe in God, take that step. Jump, leap, do whatever. This for me was a leap. A huge leap. Now I'm looking at everybody else I know got blogs now. I'm okay with that. It's a leap. Even if don't nobody watch this, I feel better saying it's getting off my chest. Because somebody I know is watching this. It's one person that's going to see this and is going to get what I'm talking about. Let's push each other. Push each other to feel the pain. Feel the hurt and deal with it. You know. Excuse me. Trust the process. Oh boy. For once, I'm lost words. I'm really not lost. It's just so much I want to say, and I've been rambling, and I don't want to get too, lost in the sauce. Ooh, not that way. Lost in the conversation. But so I can say this morning, that's something that said on my thought process is that, next step, restoration. I'm sorry, that's what I'm supposed to go to. And after restoration, I forgot what he said. Consecration. That means that you're going to start spreading that everything that you wanted or was meant for you, or that come up, that new, I always talk about new seasons at church. But I would say what you're doing or whatever you wanted out of life, being it you want to create this business, you want to spread, you want to move somebody, you want to make generation work for your family, you want to get out of the hole you're in. The last stage is consecration, where it happens. You've sacrificed yourself for something, and now you're seeing your you're seeing the come up from it. For me, this is my consecration. I always said I wanted to be a psychologist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a counselor. I don't have a degree in it. I read books about it. But to have this platform to start actually creating ways for us, not even African American, just people in general between our age group. And I want you guys share, please, just so they can know, just be aware that you can comment on this. You can say what you want to say. Just let me know if you guys are for it. Do you think it's a good idea? We come together and we talk about some real deep. It ain't gotta be deep. It can be happy stuff. It can be like, girl, did you know my sale? Did or just normal stuff. It ain't always gotta be relationships. It can just be about life. I want to put a group together that will talk about this, where we can just be 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, and just talk. We can talk about Trump's, dumbass. Sorry, or the ideal of selfishness, narcissism. Just things in general. It don't always have to be what's going on in your life. Because what I find is that I may be going through something, and I'm going to need somebody to tell me how to deal with this, but I ain't got the money, the insurance, or the time to want to go to a psychiatrist. But if I can call my homegirl and say something, she said, you know what, this is what I think about it. I'm on the outside looking in, Shay. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, wow. I didn't see that. I like criticism. I like stuff like that because it pushes me to do better. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. catch some football games or whatever. And I may do a second video depending on how I feel. I got a lot of time on my hands out. Today I got to work on an action plan for project management. You know, project management action plan on Microsoft Project. I hope I got Microsoft Project so that I can, you know, start my process into my next career move. I'm doing too much at once, I know. Until then, deuce, sis.